Out in the lineup now, Carissa Moore, currently world number 4, the returning world champion from 2021, up against Tatiana Weston-Webb, currently sitting number 14 in the world, coming off of a second place finish, Pete, the best in her career last year in 2021. And now she's battling back to keep herself in that mix as we look towards the midseason cut.
She's in the semifinals. She's going to move above that cut line, which is what she needed to do at this event. But I would imagine more than anything, she wants to take a win because the wins mean so much. I mean, it's 10,000 points. So it's a very, very crucial thing to take a win.
Carissa Moore throwing that tail out on that first turn, comes in under the foam on the second and goes down.
Bit of a bummer there for Carissa because there was some good zest in that first snap, looking very, very good. And then out of nowhere, she takes a fall.
Here's a replay. And, you know, you can get cold feet sometimes, literally cold feet, and that equals a loss in traction.
Well, I know that when you first hit the water, you know, it takes a moment for those feet to kind of settle in.
And so 2 wins, 2 heat wins back to back, but then Carissa made that comeback and took out her 5th world championship. As we see her now riding down the line, throws that tail out on the first turn. Just seemed a little bit slower in momentum, Kaipo, than that first wave she took off on.
Yeah, paced approach there for Carissa Moore. A local time right here, and continues to drop out. But you know what? I like the intent there. I mean, that's a pretty standard Carissa Moore backhand hack, and she is going to apply a little bit more pressure to Tatiana Weston-Webb. The exchange of rails from heel to toe, just really nice there. Gets a little caught up on the heel, and that's what suppressed that wave.
Live action with Tatiana Weston-Webb. A strong scratch to get into this one. Now up and riding on her forehand. Great wrap. Just drifts that tail around and goes in for the pocket on that second turn. As things soften off, she's going to do everything she can to show the judges she is in control.
I like that wave. Completed the ride, had a good, strong first turn, pushing the fins. You know, when you get the smaller conditions like that, any little point of difference is going to be better for you, obviously. Worked it till the very, very end, but that first section is the most critical section. Just to touch on Lakey real quick, too, is one of the things that she's heading into Bells, which is really her second home. Her partner's from the area, so she spends a lot of time at Bells, so you'd have to be thinking she's pretty good there.
Carissa looking for that big finishing floater. Single maneuver. So much style and grace involved.
We'll see where the judges put this into the scale of things. Carissa, just the big float, carrying speed really well, but not a super difficult move, so it's just going to be a lower score. Probably fit into her top 2 for now, as we see the beautiful light there.
Yeah.
Tatiana Weston-Webb answering back. Solid size set, standing up from the outside. Nice snap to start off. Goes in for a similar one on that second turn and connects through for the finish.
Yeah, that's going to be, Tati's going to get the best of that exchange between her and Carissa easily. So we may see a lead change happen right now.
This is the back angle of it, so it's going to even look better from here. But she times it perfectly, straight up into the pocket, 2 in a row, too. She got a little steeper section on the second maneuver, which we haven't seen yet today. To get 2 solid moves like that, we could see this go into the good range.
And we've got a great set rolling through as we're waiting for scores for that last of Tati. And Carissa with a strong paddle, a big left opening up in front of her. A beautiful, clean face, great snap up into the pocket and out onto the face for that nice wrap. Now looking for the finishing section. Puts on a clean touch. And she'll kick out as scores are in for last of Tatiana Weston-Webb. A 6.83 sets the standard in this heat, Kaipo, and takes Tati into the lead.
Right, and now Carissa Moore looking for that 6.44. We just saw her surf that wave. And the big question, I guess, Pete, is was the performance on the last left by Carissa Moore enough for that 6.44 and another lead change?
Yeah, I don't think so. I'll say that the lefts seem to have a little bit more open face, but they're not as vertical. The other day, it was almost switched, right? The left seemed to be more vertical on the face. Today, a change in swell direction. As you watch this wave, out on the shoulder, most of those maneuvers. It's going to go into her top 2, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the lead change.
Chasing that 5.77 for Carissa, scores in as a 5.00 for this one.
Yeah, so scores already in for this wave, and as we anticipated, it was not enough for Carissa Moore, so she's Tatiana Weston-Webb still with the lead change. But look at the clean conditions this morning on the wave face, just absolutely beautiful. And what you might be asking, why are we running? You know, we saw some of these bigger days here at Super Tubos But today we are offered with these clean conditions, the contestable serve.
You can stare out at the horizon. You actually feel like you're alone in the world in that moment, right? And then obviously the yang is turn around and look over the course, and you've got judging, and you've got spotlights, and you got cameras.
Carissa, strong hit on her backhand, 2-turn combination. She has that glance straight back into the judge's eyes.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lead change again. We're going to see that seesaw battle, Kaipo.
Okay. Nice first turn. Second, a little glide right there. It may be, but just barely, I think.
Scores coming through for Carissa, and Tati having a look here. Strong paddle on her forehand. She's going to go up into the pocket on that first nice snap. Hits the end section. Is she going to pull it out?
Oh.
Unfortunately, unable to.
Heartbreak.
She would have been thinking of that 8-8-3 she had yesterday, hitting that solid finishing section and appearing from the foam at the end.
What you've seen so far, I mean, these guys are, to me it feels 50-50. Who's gonna take it? I can't pick one or the other.
And a big tail drift from Tatiana Weston-Webb, loses momentum on that. Being nice and patient, waiting for a wave that's really going to give her that opportunity to get her highest wave of the heat in order to advance. And here we go on the backhand. Nice and speedy heading into that first section, and then just hits a wobble, that froth in the texture and the surface of that wave, Pete.
Yeah, she was pushing hard, looking for the 5.60. Nice first turn. That's a good start, but you can see she was pushing harder this time. And right here in the foam, when you push hard, look at the first thing that happened there was losing the grip on the bottom turn. So she lost drive and speed there, and that just made it off-timed for that second maneuver and goes down.
You know, getting into the championship tour, we had Olympic athletes who, you know, made that Olympic appearance last year that were there at Rising Tides as Groms back in 2019. As we see Carissa flying down the line into a huge layback snap on that single section. Will it take more than one maneuver to get the score she requires to take that advancing position?
And this is one of those things. She carries a ton of speed into this maneuver here. Nice, powerful snap, gets the drift. Everything was good, no hitches in the rails. So it was a very solid one maneuver wave.
Kaipo, what did you like about this?
I like the power, I like the intent, I like the rail work, I like the strength that Carissa employed on that one. It's one maneuver though. This one's another one that's going to be on the wire. The last attempt wasn't enough, but this is a lot of power, a lot of push.
Wow, what a heat. Tatiana looking for her first final appearance here at Super Tubos. Went down in the semifinals last year. And with 5 seconds on the clock, just a quiet moment out in the lineup.
Unfortunate. She's not really going to get a swing at it.
But a great performance, and she'll still be well in a good spot on the rankings. Tatiana Weston-Webb needs this, though. She came into this event 14th on the rankings. Now looking at a final against Lakey Peterson.